This year, the International Folklore Festival of Ghana celebrated its 41st edition. And in this edition, what we saw was a huge participation from the locals as well as the partners from the Auvergne region.
The aim of the festival is to show different cultures to the audience, of course, to let the artists also to discover the others, because it's also between them to promote cultures who are also in danger, I would say. And so it's one of these aims is to show what we are not used to see.
What we saw was a very good blend of the partners coming in and supporting the Festival of Ghana. One of the most interesting aspects was this particular collaboration between the theme park and the folklore festival and how it related. What the festival did was to connect the particular dance groups which come from a volcanic region.
The thing is that with Ghana Festival, it has a lot of groups, a lot of countries coming from outside, and that makes the interest of the festival, because when we are so many groups or so many countries, you get to exchange your cultures. So with Ghana, I can say it's best.
The second partner for the festival was CNCS, that is the National Center for Theatre Costumes. And it was a good partnership because the folk costumes and folk accessories could be displayed in this particular center.
Marie-Agnès Jacques was okay to do this partnership, and we progressed in this partnership until now 3 years. This year with a Russian band, but it was because we opened a new area in the museum around Nureyev collection, and Nureyev is from Bashkiri. This great dancer has beginning his career by dancing a traditional dance, so it was really interesting to make a kind of parallel with that practice of traditional dancing. It's a really important moment for the area, because they are welcoming a lot of bands from a lot of countries, so it's a great opening for everybody, a great chance to discover other culture, other way of thinking, of dancing, of course, and those cultures are always inspiration for the artists.
This kind of partnership, I think, really helps the festival not only to just remain in Ghana, but move out in different cities like Vichy or Clermont-Ferrand, which is nearby Ghana, but also gives it a much more wider reach to people. So I think it was a very well-planned partnership. And other prominent partners were like the local council, the state government, and definitely the local villages.
I'm 30 and I know the festival when I was a child, so it's a good time because we share lots of thinking, so it's good.
And the best part of the Ghana Festival is about these particular dance groups, the international dance groups, having a particular chance to go out in a village council and not only be performing there in those particular councils, but also be invited by the local family members in their home. As the Ghana festival is getting bigger and bigger and we are seeing participation from various other quarters, what is happening is that Ghana is also moving towards getting supports from corporate entities. And one of the biggest corporates in the region is the Michelin company. Ghana Folklore Festival in fact gets a particular color, the feel and the mood because of the work of the volunteers.
The volunteers are involved, I would say, in a professional way of working. They are volunteers, they are coming sometimes from different parts of France, even from Scotland, from Peru, from Lithuania. We have volunteers coming there. And they're involved really seriously, and they are really taking their responsibility to make a successful festival.
I didn't decide to become a volunteer because I was born during the festival. During the first festival, I was three years old, and my father created this festival in 1974. And I was a dancer of the group of Ghana, in La Bourrée Ganatoise. I don't remember really this first festival, but every year I was in the festival for doing different things.
There are about 500 to 600 volunteers each year who come and participate in the festival and support it in every possible way.
I'm really interested in a lot of cultures, and also especially in the French culture. And I thought this was a really special chance to live with many people from different places, and also in France. So, I thought it was good.
They have a certain passion to take the festival forward and to work effortlessly and tirelessly.
My father and my mother and my sister, all my family is volunteer in this festival.
But then their work starts much in advance. Most of the volunteers, they come to the festival at least a week or 2 weeks before the festival begins, and then they help setting up.
So we sometimes go with the artists and help them. We also serve food and clean up. We work in cabaret and bar, so on.
It's a work camp in French language, so before I had 4 work camps in English language, so I decided why not to have one in French to practice my French and to discover new sides of the festival and to see something new.
The strongest support that Ghana Festival gets is from the local volunteers. And this year I had an opportunity to stay with one of the volunteer families, the Cambons, Benoit Cambon and Isabelle Cambon, and the 3 children, Blondine, Gaspard and Alban. And all 5 of them have totally, for last 10 years, devoted their time for the festival and have been working in some or the other way in the festival.